Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's me again, Chelsea, and today I am bringing you my March TBR. And I'm going to say this every month. I don't know how we've got here already. The year is already flying by. And as you saw from the thumbnail, I have got a stack of books that I would like to read. Now, I don't know how well this is going to go because in all honesty, all of my other TBRs so far this year, and there's only been 2, have not been particularly successful. And I read a lot of books in January. I read a lot less in February. We haven't finished February as I'm filming this right now, but I can tell you for a fact that I haven't read quite as much in February. And I just haven't, although I've been reading a lot, I haven't necessarily been reading the things that I said I was going to read, which is not always an issue. So this stack that I have got in front of me contains books for 2 readathons. So there are 2 happening in March. One is run by the lovely Lisa, who I co-host It's All About Fantasy, our book club with, link down below. Her readathon is called the Marvelathon. I'm still unsure what team I'm on just yet, and I'm going to talk through some of the books. I'm going to talk through the prompts with you, give you an idea of what I'm thinking about reading, but I'm not set in stone yet, and I don't want to be 100% set in stone. I also haven't received my folio and my Illumicrate just yet for the month of February, so I don't really know what I'm meant to be trying from them yet. Woohoo! And then the other readathon is the final book support group hosted by Steph Loves. I'll link both announcement videos down below so you can check them out and join in if you should wish to. Both of them will explain a lot better what they are about, because I'm just dipping in and out and I still am not giving everything my 1000%, so that's fun. So let's just have a look at this TBR. I'm just loading it on my phone because that's where everything is. So, books I have to read this month, like have to read, right? We have got The Cleaving by Juliet E. McKenna, which is a historical retelling mixed with fantasy thing. The back says, this sounds better, a magical and mythical setting perfect for the historical fantasy mix. So this sounds really good. This follows 4 females in like the King Arthur times. We're following Nimue, Igraine, Morgana and Guinevere, so I'm really looking forward to this. This was very kindly sent to me by Angry Books and Caroline at Angry Books, so thank you very much, Caroline. And this comes out on the 11th of April this year, so obviously I want to read it in March so I can get my review all ready for you guys. So I will be planning on reading this towards the end of the month, so then I can obviously get my review up closer to release date. But I'm excited, it sounds really good, and obviously that's why I requested it. And then the other ones that I have to read, I have got a buddy read this month with the lovely Luke, and we are going to be reading The Age of Reckoning, the complete edition, I believe, by Thomas Anthony Lay. This is a hefty book, so I don't know what I'm setting myself up for, but it does have all 3 books. So this is essentially a trilogy, but Thomas has done a complete edition with all 3 books in one book. You can get this on like Amazon and stuff. He very kindly sent me a copy to review, so I'm very looking forward to actually giving this a go and finally reading one of my 12 and 12 books. Wouldn't that be great? And then the final book that I have to read this month is the final book in our trilogy for It's All About Fantasy, and that is Jade Legacy. So this is the 3rd and final book in the Greenbone saga. We haven't done the live show just yet for Jade War. That will be coming probably mid-March on my channel. Keep an eye out on the Twitter, like I said, and we will give you an update for when that will be going up. So I'm really looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to finishing off the trilogy. Now I've officially finished the first book, I'm looking forward to carrying on. I then also have another 2 arcs that have very kindly been sent to me. The first is by the lovely Jeff Spates, so thank you very much, Jeff. It has made it safely across the pond. That is Mystic Reborn. This is the sequel to Paladin Unbound. I'm planning on kind of reading both books, to be fair, in the month of March, because this comes out officially in April, I believe. So I'm very looking forward to getting back into this world. I really enjoyed it, and I believe I recommend it's in one of my indie rec videos, so if you want to find out more, obviously you can look on like my Goodreads and then past videos and that. But I'm really looking forward to diving back on into this world. I really enjoyed the first one, 4 stars, so I'm hoping that this carries on or gets even better. with the sequel. And then the other arc that I have very kindly been sent by Harper 360 is this one, and that is The Last One to Fall by Gabriella Lepore. And this is like a murder, 6 friends, 5 suspects, 1 murder. So it's like a thriller thing, but YA, perfect for fans of Holly Jackson and Jessica Goodman. This comes out in May, but I thought I might try and dabble this in here somewhere. Don't know, we'll see how I'm feeling. As you can see, there's like a lot of stuff that I'm just talking about. I was going to talk about these like with the prompts from the book support group and Marvelathon, but I'm going to talk about them in a minute. I'm just going to tell you about books first. And then the other book that I would love to get to is this one, which is The Thorns Remain by J.J.A. Harwood. So this is from the Locked Library, this is their very first book. I'm looking forward to the next one that's coming out in March. That's like a Valhalla theme. But I want to read the books. I want to see if I like them. If not, I just want to cancel the sub. They're very pretty books, do not get me wrong. But again, if I'm not enjoying the pics, why am I getting them? But the good thing about the Lot Library is that I haven't actually heard of either of the books that are coming in these boxes. So whether that is because they're not on my radar, because they're not going to be my thing, I don't know. But I'm looking forward to giving it a try. So those are like the long list of books that I have to get to because of buddy reads or I want to get to. There is one more. Do I have a physical copy on this side of the room? No, so the final book that I need to read is a buddy read with my lovely friend Kate, and we are going to be reading the Atlas 6 this month. So I'm looking forward to that because I still haven't caught up on the Day of a Bad trilogy, which I really need to. But I have started Malice, which was the book that we were meant to be reading in February, so I'm hoping to finish that off before the end of the month. So we'll see how we get there. Now the readathons. So the readathons, like I said, that I'm looking to take part in. The first one being Final Book Support Group. I have chosen the prompt group or cabin Bear Claw because these prompts seem like the most like me. So I'm just going to run through them, tell you what I'm thinking of reading, and then as we go through the month, hopefully I'll update you, and hopefully I will actually stick to these. So first prompt is a final book, so for me that's going to be Jade Legacy. Need to read it anyways, might as well read it then. Colour wheel, so I need to use a colour wheel at some point this month to pick a book, which I'm looking forward to doing. I think that'll be really fun. Then we've got a light cover book, so either for me that'll be something like The Cleaving, or I do want to read The Sad Ghost Club again, and then the second edition as well, the second volume I should say, as the third one comes out relatively soon and I have pre-ordered it, so I want to be up to date so I could just read the third one as and when. Then I've got read a big book, and I'm going to pick Age of Reckoning or Jade Legacy again. I don't know. I'm not sure how it works for doubling up, but in theory, the Age of Reckoning is a pretty big book. There's also 3 books in one, so it works. And then the final book prompt is Dark and Dangerous, and for that, I don't know what I'm going to pick just yet, if I'm completely honest. It could be a dark cover, it could be the theme is dark and dangerous, I'm not 100% sure, I don't know. And then the actual final prompt is go for a hike, which is obviously just going out and about, which I'm hoping I might be able to do, which would be nice. And then Marvelathon, hosted by the lovely Lisa. Like I said, haven't actually picked a team to be on just yet, but I'm going to run through the prompts for you. So there's 2 that are like group prompts, I think. One is backlist book, which could be a lot of things, to be fair. I have a lot of backlist books to read. And then the next one is newly acquired, so that could be something like The Cleaving or Mystic Reborn, that sort of thing. Then we go into the character prompts. So the first one being Black Widow. It's a dark book, so again, I'm not too sure just yet. Could be The Thorns Remain, it's quite a dark cover. Could be The Age of Reckoning, not sure. Hulk, a book with opposites, so I have currently got written down Paladin Unbound because there are quite a few opposites in there, so that could be a good choice for that one. Then we've got Hawkeye, strong family theme, so I've got Jade Legacy because I need to read it, but also because the whole premise of it is that it is 2 clans. The clans are founded on like brotherhood, but also there's a very strong family connection, where I'm currently at anyway, between 2 of the characters, so we'll see if that continues. Next up is Iron Man. The MC does something unexpected. Not sure, might fill that in after I've read something. Captain America, main character goes through a transformation. Again, not sure. That could be something like as simple as they, if it's like a contemporary, they get like a makeover. If it's a fantasy, they become a vampire, I think. So I'm gonna have a look and see what I'm planning on reading, and then we'll go through. Then we've got Scarlet Witch, Alternative Reality. Again, I don't know just yet. I haven't picked anything for that. Then I've got Athena, Book with a Battle. I've got Mystic Reborn in there currently. Again, I'm not sure if that's actually going to happen. I haven't read the book yet, but the way the first book went, I would assume that there is going to be a battle of some kind in it, so that would be a good choice. Then we've got Gru, Wood or Tree on the cover. I mean, thorns, the thorns remain could be. I mean, they're not really trees, but it's plants, so maybe I'll be able to bend that prompt. Or I will find something else, because I'm sure there is a wood on something that I want to read. And then I've got two left. So Moon Knight is a mental health rep, and I've got a Sad Ghost Club in there because that is the whole premise of that book. And then finally Ant-Man, a funny book. I don't really know, so that might be a case of I read a book and the character is very sassy and they make me giggle, so I might put that in there. Otherwise, I don't really read comedy books, if I'm completely honest. So again, it's just something I'm gonna have to read and try and see how we go. I don't think you have to do every prompt for Marvelathon, and I probably won't, if I'm completely honest, but I want to take part and I want to give it a good try, because I like being involved in these things, and I just need to pick a team though, so I can be in on that side of it, because obviously it's fun when you're part of a team. But yeah, that's everything, basically. Those are the two readathons I'm looking at reading. That is the stack of books that I'm looking to be reading. So that's it. So if you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Really supports me and my channel. Leave me a comment down below of a book that you're planning to be reading in the month of March. If you just want to leave me an emoji, leave me any tree-like emojis for the group prompt. I'm leaning towards Groot is my favourite. And if you want to see more of me, please consider subscribing and ringing the notification bell down below. If you want to get the notifications, I do upload every Wednesday and Sunday, so be sure to stick around for more bookish content from me. But otherwise, that is everything for today's video. I hope you're having an amazing day, and I will see you soon in the next one. Bye.